Yappa-dappa-doo, everybody. Welcome back to Yap Sessions, where we just tell stories about our life and essentially just yap. So grab your cup of coffee, sit down, and enjoy an underwhelming story. Well, this story is about the time that I traveled to Florida without any money whatsoever. And for this story, we have to go back, when was it? Late 2023. Me and at the time, my partner, we were kind of having a little bit of problems, so to speak. Not really with each other, but honestly with my family. We weren't really, we didn't really have the best relationship with them at the time. So we were like, hell, why not? We were both jobless at the time, after I lost my job. So we're like, hell, why not? Why are we even sticking around here? Why are we hanging out with this crowd that don't even like us? Honestly, it's just a big old waste of time. So we decided that, we should go to Florida. Just randomly, out of the blue, we're like, let's just go to Florida. And honestly, without even thinking about it, I was completely in. I was like, hell, I've never been to Florida. I don't know if we'll make it. We don't really got any money, but we'll figure it out as we go along. And if we don't make it, at least I did something with my life other than sit around doing nothing. So, we packed up our shit. We left whenever no one was home. So no one knew that we were leaving. We didn't tell anybody. We just, up and skedaddled, like we should have done. And on the way there, we stopped first. Sorry, I have bad memory, and ADHD's all over the place right now. We stopped to have Thanksgiving with her grandparents and spent the night. And then right after that, we're on our way. Man, this was, let me tell you, the craziest experience. I can't speak. Fuck. No cussing. Okay, I'm just yapping. I guess that's the channel name. I'm just gonna yap. I might get sidetracked off the story and start talking about something else like I am right now. But that's kind of the point. Enjoy your cup of coffee, kids. But yeah, probably the greatest experience of my entire life. But this is the thing that I wasn't prepared for. I wasn't prepared for, let's just say, the asking for money and gas part of the thing. Because my ex at the time, she's traveled the U.S. Pretty much her entire life, or a vast majority of it. So she knew this stuff. I didn't. I had no clue what I was doing going into that. But the first stop, we got a sign. I guess I'll say the sign. Why not? The sign said, "Need money for tampons." But we wrote it in red. I don't really need to further explain, but to make it look like blood, which is kind of funny because it makes it look like we didn't have a marker and we wrote it with blood. And I don't know. I think it's funny. And went and flew a sign for a couple of hours. Before I go any forward, I would not recommend anyone doing this shit. That's called panhandling. That is not a good thing to do, which I did not realize at the time, but that's not going to stop me from enjoying the experience and thinking back to it. Yeah, but during those 2 hours, we made $20, and someone gave us a box of tampons, which I think was funny because we didn't actually need tampons. But yeah, whatever. So let's just fast forward a little bit because I want to skip the parts where I talk about the memories. But yeah, it was really crazy because it was 11 hours from where we lived. It was a crazy drive, lots and lots of stops, lots of running out of gas, lots of needing food and money, but it was so fun. I can't. Lots of not being prepared for dogs throwing up on our blankets and having to throw them away, and then getting freezing some nights. And having to sleep inside of a trash bag. Yeah, that actually happened. I slept in a trash bag, which honestly, it kept me pretty warm, oddly enough. But But yeah, we made it to Florida. I made it to Florida. Which honestly was just great because this is my really first time going to a beach other than, I don't know, other than when I was a kid, which I don't really remember, but I remember this one good. It was really fun. I even went to the WWE Performance Center, which, honestly, was a little bit, oh my god, I'm just yapping and I'm losing my train of thought. I feel like there's a whole lot of key points to the story that I was going to tell, but I just completely forgot. I'm zoning out. Yeah, I went to the Performance Center. They even let me ride on the golf cart. And then I think another point of the story that I was trying to get to. Hold on, let me sip a cup of coffee. I don't fucking need it. Oh, fuck. Okay. So I'm not gonna have any shame in telling a story. I'm really not. Other than the panhandling part, that's bad. Don't do that. But I was looking through a dumpster because obviously we didn't have any food. We had to feed the dogs that we took with us. Didn't have any money. And then a guy pulled up and he started walking out of the trash to the dumpster. And then I started getting out the dumpster while he was walking up to the dumpster because I was kind of scared. I didn't know what he was doing there. And then he saw me. He said, "Oh!" And I was like, "Well, you about to look in this dumpster?" He said, "Yeah, but I can go." And then I pulled out a bag of walnuts that I found in there. I said, "Walnuts?" And he said, "Oh, no, man, thank you, though, appreciate it." And then he gave me a ride back to our car because we were out of gas, so, I was just walking around town looking for food. And he gave me a ride back. He was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, just trying to get to Florida. This is, of course, before I got to Florida, I had to say. He was like, "Oh, no way, my brother lives in Florida." And then this man, let me tell you, this man has to be some kind of fucking godsend from heaven. Some angel, man, I'm telling you. He was one of the nicest people. Man, he's just definitely the nicest person I've ever met, or at least one of. He said, "Oh, here's some gas money." Gave me a fucking $100, dude. I mean, who just hands someone $100? That's not even the craziest part. So, like, that I was very grateful for that, of course. He even gave me, what was it? I think I needed motor oil, or I needed something. I think it was oil. I could be wrong. But, yeah. But that's not even the craziest part. So, we got gas. Got back on the road. We were on the highway going, say 60, 65 miles an hour. And then we hear honking. And we're like, "What's that honking?" We turn to our left, and it's the same guy that gave us the money. This was like an hour later. The same guy that gave us the money, he was on the side of the car. And he said, "Pull over. I got food for y'all." And we're like, "What?" How did you find us? And how this, I don't know. It just seemed so much just like a movie scene of some sorts, like, because it didn't feel real at all, because, like, we weren't expecting it. This was a whole hour later, just driving, trying to get to Florida, just turned to our left, and he just driving right beside us. He was like, "Pull over!" We're like, "What? Okay." I don't know, that's something I laugh at. It's so funny, and it didn't feel real. But yeah, life will give you moments like that sometimes to kind of take you away from the simulation of it all, to kind of make you realize that you are living life. I don't know why I got so sentimental there out of nowhere. Yeah, but then we pulled over, and he wasn't joking when he said he got his food, but he got his food. Like, he went to the store and he had like fucking 6 bags of groceries, like full bags of groceries, which he said he spent like $80 on or something like that. I don't remember. I could be pulling that out of my ass. I don't fucking know. Yeah, but like, we're like, "What? How did you have time to go do this and then track us down?" And what if he didn't track us down and he just spent all that money on the groceries? Like, yeah, but he got like peanut butter. He got like utensils, Pop-Tarts. I can't remember all of it, but he got quite a bit of shit for us. And oh my god. The nicest guy. His name was Jacob. And if anyone's listening to this, can we get a W Jacob in the chat? Because, oh my god. But it was just so unreal. Really? Uh, yeah, anyways, on my way to Florida, I kind of already talked about my Florida experience, even, like, before even talking about the build-up to it, because I just started remembering things after I already talked about it, so ignore everything I already said. On the way to Florida, stopped in New Orleans, actually, and New Orleans, what the fuck am I doing? It's Yap Sessions for a reason. If you clicked on this video, it's just to hear me yap and make sounds. I mean, that's on you. I don't want to hear anyone complaining and being like, oh, he's not talking about the story. He's getting sidetracked. He's talking about stuff. Is he trying to get his diploma? What is he up to next? I don't fucking know. I'm just yapping, man. And I'm going to try to tone down on the cussing a bit. I know I do that too much. But yeah, sorry. Getting sidetracked. Oh, if you're still listening to this at this point, that's kind of insane because I'm not even talking about the subject of the video no more. But yeah, New Orleans, it was pretty nice, and it was somewhere I've never been before, and I went to the Saints Stadium, which I thought was really cool, because I haven't been to a whole lot of football stadiums, mostly just the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium, which I thought was really cool, the Dome. But one thing that I wanted to talk about specifically, when I thought about this idea earlier at work today, and it's something that I wanted to talk about in this video. You can click off if you don't like people talking about this stuff. But the homeless population in New Orleans, it's absolutely insane. It's something that I never expected to witness firsthand, because growing up, I was a little bit, I was a little bit isolated, and, I guess you could say sheltered in. I didn't know a whole lot about the outside, world, or, like, just anything outside of what was being told to me, I guess. I just regurgitate what I was taught from just my family, and, I didn't know a whole lot about the outside world, is what I'm saying. I didn't get to go a whole lot of places. I think I said this in the last video. But I didn't get to do a whole lot of things, and I'm so lucky for, my first relationship, because I learned a lot of things about life, and I got to see a lot of things. That's something I'm going to talk about in another video, is my first relationship, because that's something I probably yap about for much longer than I should. But yeah, I'm so grateful for that, because, man, the things I know now, the moments I've lived now that I probably would have never. Man, I'm just so grateful for that, man. I keep getting sentimental. No, I need a yap. Yeah, but the homeless population was insane. I don't know how I got away from that. And it's really eye-opening once you actually witness it firsthand, so close to your vehicle. All the tents, all the people just walking around, just trying to get something to eat, I guess, man. Just trying to live amongst, everyone else around them. And it was hundreds, I mean, if not thousands, like, just that short time that I was in New Orleans. And it kind of breaks my heart a little bit, because I was raised being told, anytime you see a homeless man, do not give them money, because they chose to live this way, or the way they're living now is their own fault because of drugs, or whatever the hell I was being told at the time. Or there was a time where I was told not to even look at them when we were driving and stopping, which I don't know, like, that's just wild to me, because that's like they probably already feel lesser than everyone else. But not to look at them makes it feel like, like they're not even human. Like, they should just, like, they're just outcasts. Like, you know how bad that probably makes them feel? They're already fucking feeling shitty living on the street. And like I said, you can click off the video if you don't want to hear me talking about this shit and have a different opinion. That's okay. Everyone has their own opinion. And I'm just here to yap. Like I said, I'm just gonna yap. But they probably already feel so shitty for having to even live on the street and beg for money. And then they just see people being told not to look at them, and then just putting your nose down or looking the other way, acting like you're doing anything else, that probably makes them feel like fucking shit. And me personally, I don't care what anyone else's opinion is, but that's something I just won't have. I won't. Any chance I get now that I have money, I didn't have money back then. Any chance I get, anytime I see someone, I give them money. I'll give them, if I have anything on me, like any cash, or if I have like any like edibles or any anything to drink. Just recently, not recently. I mean, I would say this a few months ago. I stopped at a gas station to get gas, and I looked, and standing over by the street was a man holding a sign. I don't remember what the sign said. I mean, that's not the point. But literally, all I had was a $5 bill, nothing else, until payday, which was a couple days away. And that's what I was going to put in gas whenever I stopped. But instead, I took the 5, and I took I had Gatorade and a bag of Doritos in the back of my truck because I had a bonfire the night before. Yeah, and I gave those 2 and my last 5 to him and just didn't get gas. But, I mean, any chance I get that I'm going to do something like that, because, bro, they're probably already hungry. And I know what people say, do not give the homeless money, they'll just go buy drugs with it. Bro, what are you going to buy with, what kind of drugs are you going to buy with $5? Like, come on. And even if they do, I mean, it's my choice to give them money. If they do go buy drugs with it, oh well. Either way, that's my choice. So I don't want to hear anyone complain and be like, oh, you're funding the crystal meth. I mean, that's my choice. I also gave him a bag of Doritos and Gatorade too. What is he going to get meth with that too? I mean, I'm just saying. And it's kind of crazy how people's like, oh, it's their choice. They don't even realize that most of them are fucking veterans who go to war with their mental health that we can't even comprehend. Because none of us have killed people. None of us have had to see that firsthand and do that firsthand. And then, I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point. I don't know how I got far away from the story. If y'all get upset or get uncomfortable by everything I just talked about, that's just something I was thinking about at work, and I got really passionate about it. I was like, damn, I don't know. The world just fucking sucks. And there's a lot of undeserving people and undeserving spots. And I don't know. But yeah, that broke my heart seeing that in New Orleans. My God. This is really yap sessions. Like, I know I said yap sessions, but man, this is really, really, really just me yapping. This is me yappa-dabba doing. Gee, I feel like I've yapped a little bit too much, and honestly, it's probably nice. It's something that these are all the words that I've said here in this video. I haven't said out loud. I've maybe halfway thought them, and that's probably good because it's almost like, I don't know. You know how they say writing's good for you to like. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I think it's just good to get it all out. Everything that I wanted to say, but I can't because I don't have anyone to tell it to. But I think it was a really good trip. Like I said, I went to the WWE Performance Center. Did a whole lap around there, walked around it. Kind of stalked it for a while, seeing if we would see any wrestlers, which I thought that was funny because that wasn't even my idea. That was my partner's idea. I thought that was funny. But yeah, I rode on a golf cart. Honestly, the security guard was so chill about it, which he probably shouldn't have been, knowing I'm a stalker type. And then I even saw the dumpster, which for whatever reason, they have the WWE logo on their dumpster, which, like I said, I would put the pictures on the screen if I can find them, but I don't really feel like looking into it because it would bring back memories that I do not want to see if I look for those pictures. But they're somewhere on my Google Drive. I don't know if I already said this. But yeah, it was a really good trip. I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about it. But yeah, that pretty much just saying, I left here with $0. I think I came back with $0, probably. But I'm just saying, anything's really possible when you think about it. Because, I don't know. They tell you that, anything is possible, within, with realistic expectations, within certain limits. I mean, but if you asked anyone, hey, do you think we're going to make it to Florida and back, which was an 11-hour drive from where I lived, Florida and back, 22 total hours, plus the stop to New Orleans, plus all the other unnecessary stops. I can't even tell you how far we went. Without any money, without any gas, without any problems with the vehicle, it blowing up, if you asked anyone that, they would tell you you're fucking insane, and there's no chance you would make it halfway there. And yet we did. Took a lot of panhandling. Like I said, do not do that. That is bad. But we did it. Florida, man, beautiful. My first time being there. I don't know if I've said that yet. That's my first time in Florida. And just, let me tell you, life's not all about money, guys. It's not all about your 9 to 5, repeating the same routine every single day. Sometimes you just gotta go out there. You gotta see shit. You gotta experience shit. It will change your life. It will change your viewing on things. It'll just open up your peepers, bro. Your little peepers. Unless you're blind, then, how did you find this video? Fuck, that's... I'm just yapping. But yeah, moral of the story, live life. Go see things. Take risks that you're too afraid to take because people tell you that it's unrealistic. But I think I proved that, the impossible can be possible. I'm possible. But it happened. And I'm grateful for that experience. It's something that I'm going to cherish probably until the day that I die, because that was a pretty big moment in my life. It took a month. I don't know if I said that. It took a month to go there and back. But it was just a great time. I'm thinking about looking for those photos to put on the screen, but I think that's something that's better just to leave in the abyss. I've lost imagery. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to edit this. I think I'm just going to post it straight up. Everything that I'm yapping about now. That's kind of the point of the channel. We just yap. But it had a lot of stops. It had a lot of cuts. Had a lot of, just a lot of random shit all over the place. But that's the story of how I went to Florida and back with no money. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Yap Sessions. Love y'all.